This is the future.
Today is November 12, 2023. It is 7:02 a.m. This is video number 2 that will be on, I'm on the wrong thing. Our part of Pew Service. Let's go to it. Okay, this is for this channel, our part of Pew Service. I have 622 subscribers, new subscribers. Welcome. This channel is not on the monetization program, but I'm inching closer to it. Okay, so I have 2,636 published watch hours. I need 3,000, so I'm almost there. So let's go on Twitter. I literally just saw this. That should have been on my other channel, but since we're here, we're recording, let's just share it. So now let me get into what I really wanted to share on this video. So there's that here. Harry and Meghan, quote, were absolutely fantastic. They had done a lot of homework on the Navy SEAL Foundation. On the program, I was thoroughly impressed with both of them on how much they wanted to engage with the community members to talk about the real issues. Wow. I wish I could read more of that. Where did she get that? So that was during the open ceremony. I mean, when they tell you they're passionate about something, take them at their word. Because not only Meghan been working with the vets before Harry, you know, have already served, and he told you all you need to know about the military. Look, all the things he has done. Both of them, just look at their past. Okay, she thought that they went for a photo app and handshakes. Exactly, there's a heart. Good. Archewell is sending a check for $9.99 for the poor. Oh, please. I want mine. Since I talk about them every day, I want my check. I'm telling you, these people are something. So check out Heart of Invictus on Netflix. What is that here? There's Invictus. So that's something different. Okay. Go on. Yeah, I spoke about Invictus Netherlands, Invictus Germany on was it on this channel? Yeah, probably on this channel. If not this channel for the Netherlands, probably on PYTE. Okay, that was before I created this channel. So PYTE might have the Netherlands Invictus, because I didn't create this channel at that time. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Still about Invictus here. All right, let's pause. Okay, nice nod to the Invictus game at this year's Festival of Remembrance. Shout out to Prince Harry for this vision. Invictus Team UK competitors being honored at this year's Festival of Remembrance Invictus game. So let's listen. So there's 4 of them. There they are.
In terms of military rehabilitation, the Invictus Games has taken on that role, inspiring recovery and resilience through sport.
Oh my God, I'm so glad they did that, because if you look on last year, they didn't even mention them. No, I'm not talking about the Invictus or this ceremony at all. Just politician, the government or the royal family. They didn't even support them. But this year, Invictus game in Germany, they made some attempt. I've shared some of the videos that I was aware of. If I see it and I felt like you should see it, and I'll put it. And I did show you guys some videos, I think at least 2 or 3 videos that have where the UK sort of shows some sort of a support for the vets. But the year prior, I went at them. Okay, so now that they're talking about it here for this remembrance, I'm glad they're doing that, to give the middle finger to those who refuse to accept their hard work, their sacrifices. All right, so that's good. Let's continue.
The Royal British Legion supported Team UK to compete at this year's Games in Dusseldorf. RAF veteran Steve Hooper explains how Invictus has helped him.
I joined the RAF to be a mechanical transport driver. I just thought I was going to be driving vehicles and servicing aircraft.
That's what I thought when I was gonna join the Navy. I thought I was gonna be in the construction aspect of things, design and building. But sometimes world change, you're right in the front line. I learned this later on. I never joined, by the way. That was my goal. I took a test to join the Navy, but later on, due to my own thought of the possibility, sexual harassment and all of this, I didn't want to be on it. But that was my thought when I was going to join, to be in the engineer aspect of it. All right, but let's continue.
I then got deployed to Iraq for the first time. I ended up being effectively a paramedic driver. I saw all kinds of injuries, losing limbs, severe wounds, fatalities. I was covered head to toe in 3 or 4 different people's blood. It's beyond scary.
Yeah, when you're at war, the enemy doesn't differentiate. As long as you're on the other side, like those idiots, the derangers keep on saying, oh, Heavy had security with him and all of that. I mean, if he's at war, the security's lives at risk as well. I mean, these people don't think logically. But let's continue.
Coming home was very difficult. And that's where things got tough. So I struggled with my mental health for 2 years, which is when I then got diagnosed with PTSD.
In one of our earlier dates, Steve had explained that he had PTSD, and I think he was doing a lot of masking of his symptoms at the time.
Suppressing emotions is like a volcanic suppression, and eventually you're going to erupt. My explosion happened in 2018.
Steve went to Cyprus for a deployment, and on his return, the darkest of his PTSD had really sort of set in.
I started getting therapy, things were starting to go well, and then the pandemic hit. That's when everything got really, really dark. I was struggling to sleep, flashbacks. I would sit in the garage with the door shut. Hiding away was an escape. It was not wanting to really exist in the most brutal sense.
Every day.
And this is the thing, Heavy understand all of this, and this is why he's pushing so hard to help these guys, because the royal family who's receiving millions from the taxpayers, this is what they were supposed to do, to help alleviate some of this pain from these people, find different ways they could help them. But instead they're using them to whatever. Let's listen.
Day I was scared for Steve, and my worry was that the easiest thing for him to do was just to finish things, just to want life to stop.
Wow, they have some beautiful kids too, 3 of them.
The significant turning point for Steve.
It continues, by the way. I went to the next slide. Oh, let's continue. There'll be some screenshot, by the way, because otherwise YouTube will just black everything.
Getting better was applying for the INVICTUS Games.
The INVICTUS journey pushes you to limits that you didn't know you were capable of. Emotionally, physically. When I arrived at my first camp, I was scared. I felt like I wasn't poorly enough to be a member of the INVICTUS team. But I kept going. What I realised was I was in for a big journey. And I walked out of that sports hall with the first genuine smile I'd had on my face for a long time.
The INVICTUS has given me my husband back.
Wow.
He just feels such a different person.
They've given me an opportunity to show my children that you can be knocked down. It doesn't matter. You can get right back up again. You just keep moving forward.
Wow. What a nod for Prince Harry.
We are 3 members of Team UK that competed at this year's INVICTUS Games. We know the power of rehabilitation. I'm Chris. I was in the Royal Engineers. I suffered life-changing injuries. What I was, I'll never be again. But who I am will never change.
Wow.
This is the future.
I'm feeling so much proud for Harry. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to mute this because of copyright. YouTube will black it as well, but I'll just show you the the video. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I hope it's somewhere on YouTube somewhere. You could go watch it fully without my interference.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future.
I'm Claire. I served in the army as a combat medic. I live with bereaved disease and PTSD from my service in Kosovo. Living with a chronic illness is like fighting a constant battle, but I refuse to let my illness win.
This is the future.
Former Queen's daughter. After a major hip operation, I had to reinvent who I was. With the help of sports and the INVICTUS Games, I came back stronger.
Evolution.
Wow. This is such a nice thing, and all I'm thinking is Harry, when he was at the well child, where he was breaking down when he was about to talk about the kids and thinking about Meghan's pregnant with his first child and all of that. That crossed my mind as I was watching that.
There is so much power both in that performance and in the words of our INVICTUS Games athletes that tells us about resilience and reinvention. There is so much power.
Okay, that's it. That's the 4 videos. Okay, let's see. Sometimes you have to let that shit go and focus on the positive, on the achievement of the games and Harry. That's it. Okay, incredible. God bless good King Harry. That's right. Okay, thanks to Prince Harry, the visionary of his commitment to helping veterans who are suffering, struggling with physical and mental health issues. The INVICTUS Game is a community for healing, encouragement, challenge, passion, and love, but most of all, a home for respect, a home of respect. Beautiful and poignant tribute, no need for words, but we know the royal who is the founder and the supporter of the INVICTUS Games. That's for sure. I think Harry himself will say don't need a mention. The focus needs to be on these people who have mended themselves back together again. Well, just look at that. Harry's INVICTUS Game getting big shout out. That's what I was saying at the beginning. I wonder if this is when Kay gave really the eye. Oh my God. Alright, festive. There's that here. It's on YouTube, so go watch it. Alright. Speech Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, INVICTUS Game. Is that the same thing? I don't know if it's the same thing. But search for it on YouTube. You probably will see the entire thing without my interference and pause and stuff, because YouTube will block this video. Okay, yes, but they make up Prince Harry himself wasn't giving credit though. There's the rolling eye. Yeah, but no mention of Harry's name. Once you hear Invictus, you don't need to hear anything else. Okay, once you hear Invictus, that's good enough. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Next tweet. Okay, so I'm not gonna play this again because I just watched it. It's just another squad retweeting it. Okay, never forget that the royal family have not acknowledged the Invictus Games since the 2019 games. No good luck message or special media posts about the players, which is a shame because players from other countries, including the US, are publicly cheered on by their commander-in-chief. Alright, that's the thing I was saying at the beginning. We didn't hear much about the UK doing anything positive for that, but this year I think maybe they watch my channel because I was screaming about them not saying anything. All right, absolutely, but they improved this year, thankfully. All right, would love to have watched the royal through this, watching Harry's success before their eyes. I love it. Watch this. The work speaks for itself. Showcase of Invictus Games on Remembrance Day in the UK, in light of the story that family wouldn't let Harry lay a wreath or have one laid on his behalf in their ceremony. And now look. Okay, I'll go into that. Awful, isn't it? That family really does show their true colors at times like this. If this isn't about them or they don't benefit in some way, okay, they don't want to know about it, and they most definitely want shine a light on it to benefit others. Okay, Team UK always has Harry's. That's true. Remember that last event where Meghan wore that red dress, and what's the name of that? When Harry and Meghan were leaving, they did the hooray to Harry and stuff like that. That's true. Team UK always has Harry there, who is far more important than anyone else, being the founder of the games. Okay, thank you for sharing this. Who cares? You are, because there you are. All right, so I said I was going to go into this. Watch this. Okay, let's see here. That is the width of all time. Okay, never mind. Let's go to the next tweet. Next tweet. There's that here. From president to battle test Navy SEAL to kiddies, they all love Harry because Harry is the man. So there's Harry with President Obama. Okay, I think that's when the no, I was thinking, was that when the Invictus came to the US? I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Alright, so there's that here, and that's him playing with the kiddies. They love him. Every kid that cross path with him, they love him. Oh, that's that suede shoes. Okay, what was he meeting Obama about at the White House? Invictus Game. Harry is a prince of the people, and he and Meghan are so perfectly suited. It's almost otherworldly how perfectly matched they are. And Prince Harry people's skills are quite an outstanding asset for him. Absolutely. We love you, Prince Harry, the people's prince. That's an ad. So let's go to my last one. I think the first two tweets that I talk about, I'm probably gonna put it on my other channel. I just don't think it fits on this one, so I want to focus only on charities. So the first two tweets will be on my other channel. Okay, next tweet, and I think there's an article on this. Yeah, the link of this will be in the description, and I'm gonna read it. Okay, Prince Harry, global ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers, offers heartfelt support to bereaved military children. Okay, so let's read it and then come back. You know what, let's just read these, and then after I read the article, we're done. Okay, and I'll probably do a prayer. Beautifully done, and the embodiment of the king. I love that illustration. Okay, that's an ad. Well done, sir. All right, so let's go into this. The link will be in the description. Right, Prince Harry, global ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers, offers heartfelt support to bereaved military children, by Kay Linney 2 days ago. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't come across it before that. Okay, in his role as global ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers, Prince Harry provides support and words of encouragement to children who have lost parents serving in the armed forces. His engagement with military-related causes, coupled with personal experiences of loss and service, play a significant role in offering a voice to these often overlooked young bereaved individuals. Prince Harry, in his role as a global ambassador for Scotty's Little Soldiers, has communicated heartfelt sentiments to bereaved children with parents lost in the line of armed forces service. The Duke's endearing letter imparts not only an expression of support but also places significant emphasis on the robust, resilient community fostered by Scotty's, an inestimable haven for those grappling with loss. Scotty's Little Soldiers embraces these children of military households, ensuring they are not alone in the onslaught of grief. Being no stranger to loss himself, Prince Harry's message resonated with the sincerity and understanding, encouraging the recipients to find solace through friends, family, and the stalwart community of Scotties. The Duke underscored the importance of these children holding firm to their sense of pride for their departed parents, their sacrifice eternally remembered. I'm telling you, some of the things Harry is making reference to, these are things he experienced himself. He went through them himself. Okay, we share in having lost a parent. The Duke pens an emotional revelation connecting his childhood loss. This is what I was saying. This is the first time I'm reading this. Okay, connecting his childhood loss with that of the children. Quote, I know firsthand the pain and grief that comes with loss and want you to know that you are not alone. End quote. Founder of Scotty Little Soldiers, Nikki Scott, lauded the Duke's partnership as a global ambassador. She believes that his high standing profile and personal history, having served in the military and experiencing loss, will amplify awareness of the charity's mission, consequently broadening its reach to bereaved children. Exactly. This is why many people want to associate it with the Sussexes. Okay, the platform, the global reach, and the things, the kind-minded that these Harry and Meghan have for the causes that they're passionate about. All right, Prince Harry's involvement evidently extends beyond penning poignant letters. Earlier in November, along with Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, they joined a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a new training center dedicated to military veterans in San Diego, cementing their dedication to causes related to the armed forces. Ahead of Remembrance Weekend, this engagement holds particular significance for military families, reinforcing the Duke's long-lasting connections with servicemen and women veterans and their kinfolk. In this testing time, Prince Harry's continued commitment to military-related causes shines a spotlight on these often overlooked experiences, providing comfort and solidarity to those affected. Through his association with Scotty's Little Soldiers, Harry propels this significant issue to the forefront, enabling bereaved military children to achieve a stronger voice amid times of loss. As the Duke articulates heartening messages and rallies community support, this relationship promises to grow, aiding more families facing the formidable challenge of bereavement. Help us refine by reporting any issues with this article. Do you find this article inaccurate or offensive? Okay, one thing I would like to do here, I would like to find is what Harry have. Oh, maybe I could. Let me go look for it. Scotty Little Soldiers. I think they have a Twitter account, and perhaps I could learn more from that. Let me go look for it. Okay, I'm glad I asked myself that question because I find what I was looking for. I have this tweet, and there's the letter Harry sent. So I will be sharing it with you, and I will be sending, putting a screenshot. All right. Oh, there's this as well. So I'll add this. So let's get started. Okay. So there's this here. Prince Harry sent a moving letter to bereaved military children ahead of Remembrance Sunday today. The Duke of Sussex wrote to members of the charity Scotty's Little Soldiers to tell them grief was nothing to be ashamed of and they deserve to be happy. All right. So let's see here. All right, so there's that. The link will be in the description. So this is another article. All right, I don't want to read another article, but I'll leave it in the description for you guys if you want to check it out, because I see the letter. All right, I want to go straight to the letter. So there it is here. Okay, today, ahead of Remembrance Sundays, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, shared a letter with the young members of Scotty's Little Soldiers to offer his support at what can be proud but emotional time for bereaved military children and young people. Okay, so that's the letter. This is what I was looking for. Alright, 9th November 2023. Dear Scotty's little soldiers, during what may be a particularly difficult time for you and your family, know that I am thinking of you and hoping for your Remembrance Weekend to be filled with comfort, support, and shared understanding with your fellow Scotty's members. This is an incredible, important, and emotional time of year when so many come together to pay their respect to your military parents and our military family for their service and for their sacrifice. Growing up, having lost a parent is immensely difficult, but this is where he's putting his experience into things. But being part of such a strong and resilient community like Scotty's can really help. Spending time with people who understand what you may be feeling and who can rally around you in moments of need is something to cherish. Scotty's will be there for you year round, and I encourage you to take full advantage of all this community has to offer. Grief is nothing to be ashamed of. It's normal to feel sadness from loss, but don't forget that you also deserve to feel happiness. Your parent will want that, trust me. On this Remembrance Sunday, I hope you carry a sense of pride for your mom or dad as they do for you, with the understanding that they will never be forgotten. It's an honor for me to be part of this community alongside you. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Global Ambassador, Scotty's little soldier. Alright, so this is what I was looking for, to see exactly what he said. So there it is here. Such a fantastic letter to those children. Alright, so let's pray for thanks. Okay, prayer for thanks. Okay, a simple prayer for gratitude. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing you have bestowed on my life. You have provided me with more than I can ever imagine. You have surrounded me with people who always look out for me. You have given me family and friends who bless me every day with kind words and actions. Actually, that just felt perfectly for what I just read here, what Heavy had, the letter Heavy sent. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I also have a Patreon that covers 3 of my channels that talk about the Sussexes and sometimes nothing that has to do with the Sussexes. So if you want to support me in that aspect, please join the Patreon.
Evolution. This is the future.